On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
We see women promote or men promoting a culture of making baby mamas or people celebrating single motherism. It's insane. Like all this, and I'm not trying to front on you, Caleb, but all this follow your dreams and pursue this, that, and fam, I say all the time, at the age I'm at now, I wish I had just been more.
I like your growth, Rilla. You really evolving into being a.
I'm just paying attention now, bro. I'm serious. When I came into this space, I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. But
I like your growth, bro.
But for real, if I was in my 20s, fam, if I was intentional and focused on purpose, not on dreams, not on feelings, not on all this other oofy goofy stuff that we keep promoting, that they keep ramming down our throats to keep us stuck at the bottom of this rat race. What are we doing? What are we talking about, fam?
So far away from everybody having structure and having a purpose. Like went back and maybe we need to just go back and just study history in general. Like when everybody had a purpose in the house, you do what you're supposed to do. This person take care of this. If this person is not here and they out tending to this thing specifically, you step up because you are the next person in line, so on and so forth. Where do we get along? Where do we get to a space where everybody is just floating in the air and they walking around like an accident? And then whatever happens, and then whatever man created, oh man, you a cracker maker. Okay, so God, my job, my whole purpose is design crackers. Like what is going on, bro? Like we are all here to do, and it's a reason why you have somebody that came before you that knows and experienced life, and then we pass down the lessons after. But it's like we forgot all of that in the midst of it and was just like, you know what? I just woke up and I was just like Peter Pan today. And that's the end of the conversation. What the heck is happening, man? Like we don't got no kind of structure, no rules, no nothing. Anybody could just do whatever it is that they want to do whenever they feel like, and that's just the end of the conversation. That's crazy.
And everybody is supposed to accept it. Everybody has to accept it. You can't challenge it. You can't push back on it. Otherwise, you're canceled.
It's the normalized generation.
Cancel culture ain't even real anymore, so it don't even matter.
So I have a question.
I'm sorry, Kayla. I'm gonna let you get that off, but let me make the statement because I've really been holding on to it for a minute. I'm just trying to figure out where has all this gotten us? Because even in part for what Anton is saying, listen, for all the educators out there, I got two educators sitting in my living room right now. Do you know some of the war stories? I'm in Chicago. Do you know some of the war stories that's being exchanged right now? Because kids have no respect for authority. You know why? Because they don't respect authority at home. What are we talking about? O'Shea did a brilliant breakdown on the famous Love and Hip Hop Miami star that was thanking God, giving praise to God for making her a single mother. Who? Amara.
Oh God, I don't get me started.
I don't watch them shows.
No, I know Amara La Negra. I know. Don't get me started.
I need to know what my kids is potentially exposed to. Because my kids not in a Catholic school, they're not in a private school, they're in a public school. So I need to know. And I also, when I connect with other kids in the community that I serve in, I need to know what's going on. So I pay attention to some of it just enough to know. But I did pay attention specifically to O'Shea Duke Jackson, breaking that down. And it's just like, why do we continue this deadly path that we know it leads to nowhere, a generational curse on top of generational curse? And it's cool. It's almost like a cool cliche in this sector now to say marry before you carry. But then it's like nobody's really calling out the BS when we see it. When we see women promote or men promoting a culture of making baby mamas or people celebrating single motherism. It's insane. Like all this, and I'm not trying to front on you, Caleb, but all this follow your dreams and pursue this, that, and fam, I say all the time, at the age I'm at now, I wish I had just been more.
I like your growth, Rilla. You really evolving into being a.
I'm just paying attention now, bro. I'm serious. When I came into this space, I didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. But
I like your growth, bro.
But for real, if I was in my 20s, fam, if I was intentional and focused on purpose, not on dreams, not on feelings, not on all this other oofy goofy stuff that we keep promoting, that they keep ramming down our throats to keep us stuck at the bottom of this rat race. What are we doing? What are we talking about, fam?
Hey, was your dad in your life? Was your dad in your life?
Hear me now? What you said, Star?
Was your father did in your life?
My father?
Yeah.
No, I can count on one hand how many times I've seen him my entire life.
Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. But you know, I started out by saying that my dad was always on the road. I didn't get to see him much. The structure that you guys are talking about, it comes from fathers. And I can see that in my own personal example, because I'm going through some shit right now. I have a son, he's 2. I'm going through some shit with my baby mother, but I have him now because responsibility. I don't want to throw nobody under the bus or say nothing bad about anybody, but I provide more structure. I provide more stability, and you know, some people need to just go get it together. But talking to my dad about a lot of the things that I'm going through now, I realized that if I had some of this when I was 14, 15, 16, I'd be far off in life, man.
If you had some of what, Cliff?
Huh?
If you had some of what?
If I had my dad in my life to just pretty much just break it down, and like some of the things that he's saying, because I wasn't raised around him, some of the things that he says when he does come around, it sounds a little harsh. Like, and I was unable to, I didn't learn how to detach from how I felt about what he was saying and actually look at what he was saying and say, you know what, you're fucking right. Just like when you said, fuck your dreams. I didn't understand it. And I didn't take offense to it, but because I didn't understand it, I started questioning, like, what the fuck does this guy mean? What is he talking about? And then Kayla jumped in, and Kayla started going back and forth with me. And it's the same example, like you could be dad and Kayla could be mom, right? My sister says a thing, and she said it to somebody that, it went around, and it eventually came back to my dad, and me and my dad talk about it. If dad says left, mom's gonna say right. And that's the type of
But see, that's crazy to me, because if I say left, my wife is gonna say left.
But that's your wife. That's his father wasn't with his mother. His father wasn't. with his mother.
No. Oh, I didn't. So your father wasn't with your mother?
It wasn't together.
Okay, so let me clear it up. I thought he was just saying that his father was working a lot, but he was still married. I didn't know that. So that's my bad.
Two different households, right?
Right. I got you. My bad.
But that's where it is. And even Mr. Samuels talks about it, man. Like the father's not being in the home, it creates severe dysfunction that affects you way down in life. And as I said, when I'm talking to him about some of the problems that I'm having now, I'm like, if I had you in my life and early out, I would have seen all of these things, and I would have had a little bit more information to go about my life in a much better way. Not saying that my mom was a bad influence or anything, but a woman can only do so much, man.